We are out here on the lake at Microtech playing a little bit of that Microtech Drift. If you notice down in the left-hand part of the screen, I am using my Xbox controller. In today's episode, I will show you how to configure your Xbox controller to use in Star Citizen. And that episode starts right now. Welcome back, citizens, and welcome to the video on how to set up your GamePad controller. I want to thank all of our patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for your support. Also, we can see that many of our viewers have not yet subscribed. So if you enjoy our content, please consider hitting that subscribe button to help the channel grow. Fist would probably disagree with me, but I feel that while playing Star Citizen is more immersive when you're playing with a GamePad controller at times. There are times, though, when you will need to use your sticks or mouse or keyboard, but I'm going to go over how to set up the GamePad controller so you can decide when you want to use it. First things first, you need a template. I have this one right here that I use. A link to it is down in the description below, and I prefer to print this out and use a pencil to write on it so I can make changes as I go. You'll see here that I have a line for Keybindings 4, and this is where I put Star Citizen on foot or Star Citizen in a vehicle. You can put other things like FPS if you want to use it for that. I don't. I really don't use mine for anything but controlling my character walking around or driving ground vehicles, but it's up to you what you want to use it for. You'll notice down here that I have an H for hold and an M for modifier. Hold means that you're holding a button down. Instead of just pressing it, you're holding it. Modifier means that you're pressing another key. I have chosen the left shoulder button, as you can see up there on the template. I have it marked as modifier. You can move your modifier wherever you want, but I chose my left shoulder button, and then you can use the other controls and it will do another command, which is kind of nice. Now, let me get rid of the template here and show you where the magic happened. On your Star Citizen screen here, you hit escape. You go to options, and it brings up this screen. Sorry, my GamePad controller kind of blocked it down here, but it's pretty easy to find. First of all, you got your key bindings here. You click that, and then you want to click over to GamePad. Next, you want to hit Advanced Controls Customization. That's kind of behind my GamePad. It's down there on the left. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at, you'll screw down and you want to look at on foot all. So you've got your move left and right. That's with the left thumbstick. Move forward backward. That's with the left thumbstick. Look left and right. It's with the right thumbstick. And look up and down. That's also with the right thumbstick. I'll show you that in a moment. And you can do all sorts of other things here. You can jump, crouch prone, you can do those. There's all sorts of different ones. Here's your melee attacks. I haven't quite done those yet, but you can do those. You can select your sidearm. You can select your gadget, unarmed combat. You can actually set them for next weapon or previous weapon, reload, drop item, inspect item. You have all of these different settings that you can use. So let's go ahead and get out of this and get up, and I'll show you what I mean. To get up, I have it set as modifier A. Then to interact with something, I have it with my Y button. And as you notice that I am walking forward and backward, left, right, and this was under look, but it actually turns you. So if you're going forward and I want to go down this hallway up here, you would turn left and go down the hallway. Whoa, I overcorrected there a little bit. All right, so, you know, it takes a little getting used to, and you set it up the way you want to. There's somebody over there. You can also interact with something if you want to be seated. You look down at what you want to, press the Y button. Whoop. Whoop. I guess not. Well, I guess that's not gonna... I guess you can't sit there. Let me try my mouse. Nope, you can't sit there. So, sometimes you're not able to sit places, so that's okay. I kind of wanted to sit down and show you how that's done, but I guess that's not going to happen. Let's go over here and see. Oh, here's a bench. Okay, I go over to the bench. I look down, and I click the Y button to stand up. Same thing as getting out of bed. And up I go. Okay. So that is you walking around. I'm going to show you a couple of the other things. I got to jump over here to my sheet. It's not going to let me pull my sidearm right now because I can't do that. But if I press modifier and the right on my D-pad here, it should bring up my flashlight. And down on my D-pad. Okay, flashlight on, flashlight off. Okay. Jump is, or crouch is B, and then crouch again, or B again is stand up. So we go forward here. Now, if I want to crouch, I hit B. If I hold B, I go to prone position. If I hold B again, I go back down there. But if I tap B once, I go to the crouch. Stand up is hitting it again. I think I can do this and then hit A to jump. Now he just goes up to the crouch position. So let me show you how all that works now. Let me go back over to my bench here and sit down, and I can show you how to modify some of these settings. Again, a lot of the default settings are just fine for what we're going to do. So, all right, we're sitting down. I hit escape. I go to options. I go to key bindings. I go over here to GamePad, advanced controls customization, and right now we are walking around and doing on foot all. So let's say it was set up for something else here, and you wanted to move left and right with the left thumbstick, and it was set to something else. You would double click and you can do that. Now it's going to come up with this screen from time to time, but it's flight, movement, roll. Okay, I don't use this for flight. And the next one is ground movement, or ground vehicle movement. Pitch up and down, axis, HOTUS. I'll show you that in a little bit, but I may even change that one. EVA, strafe left and right, and flight movement, strafe left and right. But again, I don't use this for flying. Some of you may, and that's fine, and that's great. So, but I don't see anything there that would really hamper it, so I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. So, I also want to show you this down here, and it's social general. So we'll open that off. Exit seat. Remember how I was pushing my left shoulder button and the A button to stand up? That's exit seat. So that's where you would set that under social general. Respawn here. Okay, that's like hitting the backspace. I don't have that on my GamePad controller because I know right in the middle of something I'll probably kill myself. That's that there. Social invites. We don't have anything there. Social emotes. a lot of those are kind of funky. I just don't have those on here. So, then also quick keys, interaction, inner thought. Let's go down here. All right. So interaction mode is Y. Remember how I press the Y button to open the door or sit down? And activate inner thought. I have it set up with something else, and I'll show you that in a second. So the right shoulder button, but activate inner thought. I am going to press that. And again, it brings up a personal inner thought. Okay, I don't want to do that because activate inner thought, I want my personal inner thought on that button. So I'm going to select no. So I got my multifunctional display, up, down, left, right. This is my personal inner thought. That was the one that I just tried to modify, and I was incorrect. So let me see, interaction mode. All right. So there's all sorts of different settings that you can do here. All sorts of different settings. So I'm going to hit escape. I'll show you around a little more, and we'll do, and then we'll move off to the next phase here. Okay, so this is just for walking around. Okay, remember, forward, turn. Now, if let me get outside before I don't hit anything. Whoop, and away we go. And so I can kind of walk around here. Gonna go through here. Now, if you press the joystick button, if you press the joystick button, it'll make you run. So, yeah, I'm running there. I'm just walking, now I'm running. All right, so that's how you can run. So I just find it a lot more immersive. I'm just kicked back in my chair right now, walking around. Okay, I want to go over to Garrity Defense now, and I want to open that door. Some of them open up for you. So when I go over here to the Garrity Defense thing, I can select Y, but now you're on mouse and keyboard because it's really hard to drive around, and I just think mouse and keyboard for this is fine. Alright, so now to back up, you just pull back, go forward. Okay, now let me show you a couple of those buttons here. The back button, which is the small button with like the two rectangles on it, this one right here, brings up your personal inner thought. I can come down here and take off my helmet. See, my helmet's off there. Now, if I bring up personal inner thought again, and I want to equip my helmet, I want to equip my helmet, right? Oop. Sorry about that, guys. I think I was equipping it anyway, so down here, think, and just wait to do that. See if my helmet comes on. There it goes. So what I did is I hit that back button, the little button with the two rectangles in it. I used my right joystick. I pulled that down, went to helmet, and then I pressed the A button. All right. But if you hit, let's say you get into this and you go, no, I don't want to do that. You just hit back button again. Right. Now, if I hit my modifier button and that same back button on the GamePad controller, it brings up my Mobi glass. Again, for this, I usually lean forward, get on the mouse and things. So I'm moving with the mouse now. Now, if I want to get out of that, again, a modifier, back button, boom, done. This button here, the little button with the three little lines on it, this button brings up your menu. So return to game, options, exit to menu, quit game, right? So that is basically how to set up just kind of the on foot and basic commands here. Gone over basically how to change a couple things for this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head on outside and I will join you for some EVA. All right? See you in a few. All right, welcome back. Okay, I'm out here. I think this is landing pad 10 on Port Olisar. Love this place. And oh wow, look at Crusader, isn't that gorgeous? Well, let's give an EVA a shot here. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't even need a running start. I'm just going to go over here. I am going to jump. Okay, there we go. Now, I use my right mouse, or right joystick, pitch up and pitch down, and look left, which again turns you. Remember that. Now, if I press my modifier and that right joystick, I'm able to kind of pitch. So I can, pitch left or pitch right. Okay, so let's go ahead and press that magic escape button here. Go into options, key bindings, change it from mouse and keyboard to gamepad, advanced controls. All right, so now what we're going to do is right here, it says EVA all. So I'm going to click that. Now, view left and view right, that would be for like specific buttons. But view left and right, you can see that is on my right thumbstick. View up and view down, again, right upstick or thumbstick. Same as walking around. Roll left, roll right. So sorry, I said pitch, but yeah, roll left, roll right is done by using the shoulder button, left shoulder button, and the x-axis. I showed you how that worked. Okay, so strafe up and down, left shoulder button, and right thumbstick. So you can strafe up and down by holding that shoulder button and going up and down on your right thumbstick. Strafe left and right, that means go left or scoot right. X-axis, it's your left thumb button, or left thumbstick, sorry. And backwards and forwards is also left thumbstick. I have it set up the same way as walking around. So left thumbstick button, boost, that'll push you forward a little bit faster. So this one, detach, left shoulder button and B. So I haven't quite set that up yet, but if I would like to look hold and let's see, push back, but let's say I want to put on brake. So I'm gonna click that and then I'll double click. I will double click the brake and it says waiting for button type input. I'll push X. Now on foot, holster weapons. Okay, this is all on foot. As you can see, there's really nothing for EVA. So there's no problems there. So I'm gonna say yes. So let's go ahead and get out of this and give that a shot. So if I'm going forward, here's my boost. Yeah. See, you coast a little bit when you're going along, but if you press at X, you'll stop faster. Well, let's see if I can't get through the rings of Port Olisar here. I'm gonna try and get through the rings here without getting hit. Yeah, it's just, well, maybe not. So, all right, so we're going up. All right. And away we go. And we're heading away from it. Give it a spin around. Whoa. Yeah, let's get out of the way before that hits us. Now, look at the detail on that. Look at that detail. I want to stay away from it. Look at that detail. That is cool. All right. Sorry, got a little distracted by the game. All right. So, gotta watch out a little bit when you're doing EVA, because you can come in a little too hard. When you're coming into a station here, actually has gravity enabled. So Yeah, all right. So again, we're gonna. Okay, did you see that? What I did is I wanted to lose some altitude. So what I did is I pressed my left shoulder button and I pulled back on this stick. So remember it says strafe up and down? That's what I'm doing. Going up or I'm going down. And you can roll. There you go. So let's see how I do here. I'm going to aim up just a little bit. Now aim down. Let's see how I do. And nice soft landing. And now we're over here on B strut. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to run in. I'm going to grab a ship and fly to a moon and pull a ground vehicle and let you see that part. All right. I'll see you in a few. All right, welcome to Daymar. I have chosen this place because it's the place of the Daymar Rally, and I'm gonna pull my Cyclone RC. But before I do that, I want to show you the commands for the vehicles. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit down here. One thing I forgot to tell you guys though, it's when you are wondering what each of these commands does, well, you can do a couple things. You can try things, or you can look at the key bindings here for like the mouse and keyboard. So if I go advanced controls customization here, let's go to on foot, and let's say we want to know how to or what button it is for like reload or holster. Okay, that's R. So that R would go into reload and holster. Or let's say get up. Let's see if I can find a Y here. Go down and let's see. Do we see a Y? No, I don't see a Y there. Because I think that's social general. And Y here is exit seat. So, So since you know the keyboard commands and Y is exit seat, what you can do is go over your gamepad, social general, and you go down here, exit seat. See how I have left shoulder button and A. So if you just want it like the up D-pad, you double click, press up D-pad, and look, it has all that stuff there. On foot, unarmed combat, interaction. I really wouldn't want that, so I'm gonna hit no, because I want to. I have a bunch of other things for that same button, and you don't want to put too much there because sometimes more than one thing will happen. So you don't want to do that. So, but now it still says left shoulder button A. So, but if I want to do it again, remember I put the left shoulder button, which is my modifier, in A. I am going to hit no because I don't think I was doing fast enough. Left shoulder button. Whoop, nope. I hit left shoulder button and Y. Don't want to do that. Okay, that left shoulder button and A. Okay, and I can hit yes to override it. Bam, it's right there because that's the one it was anyway. Now let's get out of here. Let's go to ground vehicle and see. Okay, ground vehicle general. Okay. Down on the D-pad is horn. We'll have to check that out, see if the Cyclone has a horn. Cycle camera view, left shoulder button and Y. You have your weapons groups here. Left shoulder button and back for a map. Again, map's not there. Wipe helmet visor. That one may be handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click that, and I'm just going to put that under X. Now, let's look here. Vehicles, shield and countermeasures, deploy tab. Okay, vehicles, shields and countermeasures, noise, deploy. Okay. If you have a vehicle with that, you may not want it there. So, but since I don't really have that, I can go ahead and hit yes. And then if I go, now if I find vehicles, where is it up here? I'm going to go up vehicle shields and countermeasures. I can go under here. Vehicle shields and countermeasures. Deploy First set, okay. So I wanted to go down to my X, noise deploy tab. So what I can do is click that, right mouse click to unbind. Now, if you do want your shields or countermeasures or noise or anything else there, you may want to find a different button. But I just took care of that because I don't really use it for flying that much. So that is how you do that there. That is the ground vehicle general. Okay. And now ground vehicle movement. I go forward and back with my my left thumbstick. I go forward and back. Right thumbstick is yaw left or yaw right. And that is for turning. So let's go down a little bit. Let's see, pitch up and down, Lex axis. Yeah, we're not going to do pitching up and down like in this vehicle. And let's see, we got brake. That's a left shoulder button, and right thumbstick button right here. So it's right here. Let's see that happening. Primary fire, I don't need to worry about that. Boost is left thumbstick button. So you would set these up the way you want. Again, if you don't remember something, but you know the keyboard command, or you have a keyboard map or something like that, you go over here to mouse and keyboard, and let's see, ground vehicles movement, and that's how those are the buttons. So you're going, oh yeah, I want to turn right, I want to do this. So you'll go back over to your GamePad controller, you go over to movement and drive forward, drive back, and that's where those are right there. All right, well, let's go out and try this out and see if that horn works. All right, I'm gonna hit escape. I'm gonna go ahead and get up, and I'm gonna go over here. Now let me show you one thing that it doesn't interact well with here. It's these, you just can't drive it. I haven't figured out how that works too well so far. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to use my mouse here. I'm going to scroll down, and I want that Cyclone RC right there. That's what I want. And it's going to go ahead and pull it out for us at some point. All right. Well, there's our Cyclone. So let's see, I'm moving around and everything. Oh, it looks like the wind is picked up outside. So I move around like I do. Remember, I can just hit the Y to interact with doors. You can also use the Y to interact with the pressure ports here, the pressurized airlocks. So when that opens, out I go. I thought it was windy out here. I guess the wind went away. So I go ahead and come up here to my Cyclone. It's running right now, but I wanted to show you something real quick with it. Right, see, I'm kind of going around. One thing you'll also notice that it is so much easier to control your cameras with the joystick, or with the joysticks on the GamePad controller. All right, so let me show you that. If I hit F4, I'm there. I want to. That's crouch and stand, and now. If I use my mouse here and put Z on here, it's kind of a little bit squirrely. I'm barely touching my mouse. I can set that differently, but if I press Z and then I move the GamePad controller, see, it's a lot easier and it's a lot smoother too. So there's a little thing. So if you're going to be doing some filming, and you want to do that nice slow pan, Z, and use your GamePad, right? So, all right, so let's go ahead and pop in the Cyclone here before the weather gets too bad, and test out a couple things. So, again, you press your Y to hop in, and now to start it, you would basically press both shoulder buttons. So I wonder if that'll shut it off. No, it won't shut it off. So So, oh, that did some scanning. Well, that's kind of cool. All right. So, but the way I have it set up is both shoulder buttons start up the vehicle. Now to drive forward, I press forward. Turn right, right on the joystick. So if I press down on the left thumbstick, that is my boost. And you saw that set up. Whoa, hello. Yeah, that came up awful quick. Let's see, let's get off that rock. Let's see, okay. Here we go. We're righted again. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so let's go this way now, because with this vehicle it goes pretty quick, but if you press it down, press down on the left thumbstick, that is how that's boost. So now I hadn't shown you the other one yet. Now if I'm going along and I want to stop, I can hit left shoulder button or my modifier and the right thumbstick button, and that'll bring me to a stop much quicker. So get in there, check this out, play with it, and make the controls your own. And you'll find that it's pretty darn immersive, and you can just kick back in your chair and do that. So you never know, you could be the winner of the next Daymar Rally. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the verse, and happy mining.